Alrighty. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, it's January, guys. It's a new year. Who's excited for a new year? I'm excited for a new year. I'm always excited for a new year, though. Then in about a month, it'll go to shit. I'm just kidding. Not really. So who started 80-Day Obsession today? Kim, did you start it yesterday?
No, because I didn't get a yesterday. Wait, no, I didn't get a Monday. I'm gonna go right after this.
Oh, that's right. Kim's calling us from the future, Allie. It's
I know.
Tuesday.
Isn't that weird?
So freaking me out. She's like, it's Tuesday afternoon. I'm like, what do you mean?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is. My brain sometimes just doesn't, like, I can handle a few hours, but I can't handle like a whole day.
The whole day.
It's so weird. It's awesome.
Yep.
Send us good juju for tomorrow for us.
Where are you?
Auckland, New Zealand, one of my favorite cities.
Okay, so what time is it?
It's 2:33 p.m.
So weird.
It is.
Tuesday.
So weird.
So weird. So weird.
All right, guys. So we are just going to chat a little bit tonight about what's to come in 2018. And we have a question for you and all that good stuff, which we normally do first, but we're going to do that second because it's going to lead into probably lots of conversation. So I think Allie's going to take it away with recognition.
I am. I've got a few things. Tonight, Lindsay and I thought to kick off the new year, it would make the most sense to recognize the entire team. Full on team shout out. What's incredible to me, I was thinking about this after Lindsay and I hung up earlier, is every single one of you guys on the call, regardless of how, Ari and I have had a slumpy couple of months, and I know Darlene's, it's been rough for you through the holidays, and Kimmy has been all over the freaking map and dealing with Lindsay's been dealing with family stuff or kid stuff, and it's just a lot. And so what's incredible is that regardless of all of that, all of you have shown up. Continued. Hi, Elise. Are you there?
No way. I'm so
She's
excited.
here.
Girlfriend. Oh, I'm
there. She is. Hi, pretty girl. Can you hear us? She'll get there. So anyway, the shout out is to the entire team and everybody just making. Oh, Dawn's coming. They're all coming.
Excited.
Woo!
Oh, this is so fun. Look at beautiful faces. All right, everybody smile. I got to take a picture of this.
Well, you guys hopped on at the right time. I was just shouting out Elise and Dawn. I was just giving a shout out. What we do at the beginning of every call is do recognition for typically one coach in particular, but Lindsay and I decided to shout out to the entire team for this call because we've just ended 2017 really, really, regardless of how difficult the end of the year was. I'm speaking for myself personally. It was horrible. But everybody continued to show up and to post and to support and to inspire lives. And that's something. Back before I was invited by Lindsay, 2.5 years ago, when the holidays hit, I went into full on shutdown. No social life. No, I just hunkered down. I ate and drank my face off, and I didn't talk to anybody or see anybody for weeks. And so seeing everybody just show up over the past several weeks has just been remarkable. So shout out to Team Fearless, Team Laugh-It-Off. Just killed it for the months of December and January. So congratulations. I'm just going to go right into Success Club points. I've decided to call it Raising the Bar. And so a few people have raised the bar a couple notches, and I just wanted to shout out myself. Allie Cross has 2 Success Club points. I've raised the bar 2 notches. Didn't even know that until Lindsay pointed it out to me earlier tonight. I didn't. I had no idea.
She's like, I don't know.
Darlene's at 2. Whoop, whoop. And then Lindsay Kaufman, and I understand why she doesn't want to read these Success Club points recently, because she's got 16 Success Club points and she feels like a weirdo shouting herself out. And so I will take over Success Club recognition from this point forward. 16 points. That means at least 8 people that she's inspired that have bought challenge packs. Most of them, I believe, 80-day obsession. Is that right, Linz?
Yeah.
So that's just remarkable. So to our fearless leader, way to go, my love. You want me to jump right into the question, or do you want? Yeah. Okay. So we were trying to think. Were any of you guys on Dave and Kristen Atkins Team Perseverance call last week? Show of hands. I know it was a holiday or a weird? It was a funky Monday night. Anyway, Lindsay and I were able to be on that call, and any chance that you guys get when we announce that we're getting on a call with Team Perseverance, you got to hop on with these people. Their business is blowing up, but to know them and to know that they're real people with 3 little girls. They both have been hardworking people. Kristen just retired from teaching. I think she was an elementary school teacher.
He was like 5th grade, yeah.
Yeah. Dave is a cop, and he's now like chief of police of
New York State Police or
New York
something?
State Police chief, like killing
Something
it.
like that. But he's gone from like detective to
he's climbed up the police ladder. And so he's like climbing up that ladder, but he's also growing his Beachbody business at the same time. And they're remarkable. But what's cool is that they are extremely real and relatable people who are just like us, just like, like your neighbors, the people that you meet in your neighborhood, and they're making it happen. And they talked a lot on that call last week about goals and where you see yourself or your business in the near future. And so we thought we would open it up. There are no wrong answers to this question. They can be as simple as, I'm working on myself, and should somebody see my progress and ask me what I'm doing, I will invite them, or maybe not. I mean, it's really up to you. But the question is, what are your coaching goals, your business coaching goals for this first quarter of 2018? So from now until the end of March, is that first quarter? Mm-hmm. What are your goals? What do you want to hit? What do you see happening? And I would encourage us to all write them down for yourselves and have them on a Post-it or a piece of paper stuck somewhere where it's visible. What?
I just see Elise like shooing someone.
Who's she shooing?
My brother.
Get away. So, floor is open. Whoever wants to start, just list for us what the next couple of months look like for you and your coaching and your business. And like I said, there are no wrong answers. There's no limit, and there's no minimum and no maximum. We just want to hear where everybody is, because it's the only way that we can help you move forward. So who wants to start? Anyone?
Kim. Go, girl.
Go.
I want to stay consistent in doing this list that Lindsay was kind enough to share, like when I'm at work, like starting tomorrow. Like I really want to make sure I schedule my power hour in every day and actually do it, instead of just being like, I've got to be in the theater for 10 hours today. I can't. Like, I want to stay consistent and not let it get pushed to not even the back burner, but like somewhere in the refrigerator. And then I would to keep like adding new challenges. Like, I think I've got maybe one for February group, and then like I would like to maybe have 1 or maybe 2 for March group. Like, I want to just keep adding, even if it's ever so slowly, even if it's just 1, I want to just keep adding on, as opposed to just kind of having like the same folks or just not adding any new people. Like I want to just kind of start growing slowly and just kind of see if I'm consistent about like that checklist every day and sticking to that and just seeing what that does. And then of course eating like my nutrition and that. But yeah,
That has to be so hard for you on the ship because you can't bring anything in there, right? Like you can't bring any outside
What do
food.
you mean?
Can you bring any outside food onto the ship?
No, like I didn't bring them here because I brought my Shakeology, which I realized I kind of had a heart attack as I was going through biosecurity because I was like, oh, that's food, Kim, duh. But I couldn't, I usually bring Kind bars with me, but that's nuts and seeds and stuff like that. So I didn't bring any Kind bars with me. Like, cause that was going to be like my green and my blue snack for 80-day obsession. But when I go to other places that aren't as hardcore as Australia, New Zealand, I bring Kind bars with me and I bring my Shaco, and those are kind of like my saviors. My containers really help. Like I can steal like hard-boiled eggs and I can steal veggies off of the salad bar, and there's like fruit at breakfast and stuff. But it is, other than that, anything that's cooked is full of salt and oil, so it's just a little bit,
That's gotta be
difficult,
really
but you kind of make it work.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's awesome. Okay. Who's next?
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay, so I wrote out my goals for the year, but I can kind of cut them back to what I want to see in the next 3 months. So bear with me as I'm doing this. You ready for this one, Kimmy? I want to be a 1-star diamond coach by the end of March. I do. That means you, bitch.
Did you hear that, Kim?
That means you, bitch.
You got to be diamond, girl.
1-star diamond. And I really I've never said that for such a short time frame, but
I love it.
My goal is to be a 1-star diamond by the end of March. And that means this leads into my next goal, which is to be a better leader for my coaches and for my working coach. So it's a big deal to me that I have a working coach who has done so much self-training and self-learning. So I aspire to be more like Lindsay has been to me, and just be more present as a leader, as a team leader. I'm writing this down as I go. Team leader present. By the end of March, I want to hit Success Club 10 every month. And by the end of March, I want to be making at least $300 a paycheck. Those are my goals for the first quarter.
I love it. And seen.
And seen.
Anyone else want to go?
Well, on a smaller scale, right now, I'm not really worried about the financial aspect of it. What I want to do this first quarter is just get more comfortable with putting myself out there on Facebook. I don't do a lot of live videos because that's been one of my hang-ups. I am very self-conscious about my accent and the way I talk, so that really holds me back. I have put a couple out there, but I have been posting a little something every day. So I hope to continue that and really expand on that part of it where I can do live videos on Facebook and Instagram.
I love it.
I love it too.
I love your accent. I do.
Oh, I don't.
Oh.
I had somebody that made fun of me, a physician that I worked with, and he really made fun of me a lot, and it really made me self-conscious. It really did.
I'm sorry that he did that. I'd like to smack him in the face for you.
That's called jealousy. He wishes he sounded like that.
Boo. Well, thank you for sharing. All right. I guess I'll go next. And I actually, it's funny. My goals have sort of been long-term, and I haven't really thought short-term so much. And I realized that I need to. So for the first quarter, God, well, I want to hit 2-star by the end of March. That'd be cool, because then I can open up a second business center. And for some reason, I think that sounds cool. I don't even know if I can manage it, but I want to do it because you can. I want to be making $1,000 a week.
Whoop, whoop.
It's my goal, $1,000 a week within the next 3 months. And I want, I guess, like Success Club wise, I'd actually like to hit Success Club 20 every month is my goal. And I want to really, I just want to be a good leader. Ultimately, I just want to be a good leader. And well, I don't know. I don't know how to do it. It's like we try to figure it out every day. So, I think
you got that part down, Lindsay. You're good.
No, well, thanks, Dawn. I appreciate that. But you know how it is. Sometimes you're like, I don't think I'm doing enough. But, we're learning as we go. And that's kind of what I love about this team is we're a young team. And we're just learning as we go. And it's pretty cool. We've got some pretty badass people. It's exciting. So that's it for now. Dawn, Elise, Ariane.
Well,
Do it, girl.
I just wrote them down because I didn't really think about it.
Good.
But I think right now I haven't. Well, let's start with this. To really get more information on everything, like be better at, like Lindsay was saying, or I think it was you, Allie, to really find the information, but at the same time be better at communicating. And better execution about learning about the business if I'm deciding to move forward in that. Right now, I don't really have the courage to like reach out to people about it. Like if somebody sees me or like if someone just talks about, oh, this year I just feel like, because my mom did it. She was like, this year I just want to lose weight and I want to, I want it to be about me, blah, blah, blah. So, I talk to her about it. And I tell them how I feel about Beachbody, but I don't like just go out and figure out a creative post to make people interested. Because I don't think I'm that interesting. But, and then just to continue my personal development and kind of probably get past that fear. So,
I love that.
And then maybe next quarter it'll start becoming part-time,
Awesome.
I committed to go back through the coach's basic training again.
Good.
I did, and I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot more than I did the first time, which is good because you can always learn something. But I might suggest that you try that because it's a very good program, and it gives you ideas on And I feel the same way. Like there's really nothing interesting about my life. I'm single. I work. I come home and I exercise. What's interesting about that? But really, I guess some things happen in my life that somebody might be interested in, or funny stories or whatever. And I've just learned to kind of play up on things like that. But it really has helped to go back through that training again to kind of pick up on some things that I may have missed the first time.
Yeah, can I add?
Yeah.
I'll if and when Ariane decides she wants to do Coach Basics, I will do it with her again. And I want to do Emerald training at some point during March.
Love
also.
it. I'm writing that down, Kim. You said it.
Whoops.
It's right here. All right, what about Elise or Dawn? And they don't have to be business. I mean, yes, Allie said coaching, but they can just be, you working on you.
Yeah, I mean, I want to keep working on me and learning the business slowly. I guess I I listened to Melanie Mitro's podcast that Allie recommended. Keep working through basics. I haven't gotten through that entirely yet, but so.
She's great. What do you think of her? What do you think of Melanie Mitro, Dawn?
I like her. I do. She's good just on your own, just your life skills and your life, perseverance and stuff more, and then the business ties in, but yeah, I like her.
Yeah, she's great.
There's only one person left.
We're all looking at you.
I know. I don't really know. I'm interested in the business, but I think I'm, afraid to kind of. I don't really see myself as like a seller, whatever you want to call it, like a business.
Yeah, good.
That's a good thing.
I feel like I don't know how to promote it very much. I got my mom to do it, even though she doesn't drink Shakeology, but she's on week 3 of 21 Day Fit.
Awesome.
Is liking it. She says it's a struggle because Lindsay goes a little fast and my mom's heavier, but I think she's doing good.
That's so awesome that she's doing it. Listen, 21 Day Fix is a hard program.
Yeah.
I think that 80 Day Obsession today was easier than 21 Day Fix. I was so out of breath. I remember 21 Day Fix. I couldn't breathe. I was literally, my husband, I thought like he was going to have to call me an ambulance after my first day of 21 Day Fix. I thought total
body cardio that first day.
I did T25 to start with because I tried to do 21 Day Fix for like 2 days and thought I was going to throw up and quit. So T25 was easier.
Mom. That's amazing that your mom's doing it because it's hard.
Yeah, she says, I have to modify the modifier.
Oh, but she's doing it.
She does pretty good, though.
That's so awesome.
I want to chime in real quick. Elise. Oh, sorry. Did I cut you off?
No, you're fine.
I wanted to chime in real quick. What you did throughout the Meet Me at the Bar challenge, that's it. That's all you do. And so, in other words, you already did a month's worth of coaching. The only thing that you didn't do is follow up with any of those people and say, you want to do it with me next month. Period.
Yeah.
That's it.
I guess I need to kind of more of poor Lindsay. I ask her a million questions, I think, every day.
Me too.
I love it. No, stop.
Me too.
I'm way better at that stuff.
None of us have it figured out. And that's why when Lindsay says we're a new team, we're a young team, I love that part about us because there are a lot of pockets of this that we are completely in the dark about. And like when Lindsay and I went to Summit, we've been to Summit together twice now. When we went to the first Summit, I felt like I was walking around like this. Like I didn't know anything. But what was crazy is that you've got all-star coaches up there that are being featured speakers, whatever, when we go out and go to one of the events. And they're saying the same thing we are, where they're like, we're still figuring it out too. It's just we've been in the game longer and we've reached out to more people. It's a numbers game. It has nothing to do with finesse. It's everything to do with being patient and the numbers. And the more like with Darlene, the more you put yourself out there on your social media, the better you're going to get at it, the less you're going to give a shit. And the more you're going to be comfortable with, if somebody, like with your post, Elise, you put up a post of yourself jumping up in the air and it's blurry and everybody on my timeline saw it. And they're like, what's the deal with the badass jumping up and down on your news feed? I'm like, well, you should reach out to her, ask her. Because all it is if somebody says good for you, or oh my gosh, what are you doing, or what weird bug crawled up your ass and what is happening to you, that's the open door to say, I'm doing Insanity Max 30. I love it. I've lost 7 pounds. I feel like a rock star. Do you want to do it next month? Great. I'll send you a link. Boom.
You make it sound so easy.
I know I do. And it's not. It's sometimes it is. Sometimes it, honest to God, it's that simple. There's a lot.
I think part of it is that's scary is that if you put yourself out there and then someone asks you something and then you don't even know, and then you're like,
That's what we're here for.
Mm-hmm. That's when you reach out. You know where to find me.
We're here.
We all do it together. We all do it together. And actually what Allie was just saying leads into exactly what we wanted to talk about tonight. And it's honestly, it's pretty darn simple in a sense. And the simple part is that we overthink things every day. Yeah, we all do. All of us do. And there are some coaches that you'll talk to that are like, well, we have to do this and 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 this. And your head is like, oh my God, swimming in a pool of stupid juice going, I can't even fathom all of those. I don't even know what you just said to me. But you get kind of caught up and you start going, well, I have to do it this way and this way and this way and this way. When really all you have to do is be exactly who you are, share exactly what you're doing, take it down a notch, take a deep breath, and just be you and follow very simple steps. And I promise you those very simple steps are going to catapult you into places you never thought possible. So I'm going to just talk a little bit about like how Success Club plays into our paychecks, and how rank plays a part. And just from a very personal experience, I'm pretty vocal about, I have been anyway on the team page about what my goals are for this team, and for my life in general. But my goal this year is for us to be an elite team, which is a really big, scary word. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even know exactly what that means. I know a few things. I know that it has to do with numbers, and I know that I have a list that I have to fill out, and I have to hit these certain numbers every month. But other than that, I don't really know, and that's okay with me. But it's just a big old scary goal I'm putting out there. And I would say up until 6 months ago, even though I said I was a full-time coach, I was a part-time coach because I was going through the motions and doing what I thought I needed to do. And then I was doing a lot of shit that I did not need to do. And it was just like sucking time and life out of me. And so, Allie, we had a conversation? I guess it was about 6 months ago when we were like, we need to simplify.
Yep.
Like really simplify. And that's when we took and started doing our own team calls, because we really needed to do us, and we needed simple. We needed more simple. We're like, we don't need all the fluff. There was just certain things. We're like, we just need to make this simple. So, I took this training, and I've talked to you guys about it before with Josh Coates, and he gave us the checklist that Kim was talking about earlier. And I said, okay, I'm going to do this checklist every single day. And what happened was, and I'm going to talk money here, I went from making like between 150 to like 250-ish a week, which I definitely was not complaining because that money was super, super helpful. It paid for Sawyer's therapy, which is $160 freaking dollars every week because insurance doesn't cover it. Which when you add it up by the year, it makes me want to puke, but it paid for that. And so I was like, okay, well, all this hard work is going towards my kid. Like, thank you for that. But then I started doing this checklist every day, and I've actually made 2 little things for you guys to print out. Oh, you already printed it. Yeah.
It's really pretty.
Thanks. So by doing these very simple things that took me about an hour to an hour and a half every single day, my checks went from between 140, 250, somewhere in there, to up into the 4s. And then the past few weeks, it's been like 500 a week. And this week was 800, over 800 a week. Or this week was over 8. That's my biggest yet. And that's where I've wanted to be. And I'm telling you, I'm working less because I'm working smarter. I'm not being bogged down with all this other crap, because it's very easy when you're talking to other coaches who are doing one thing, you're like, oh, okay, I got to do that too. Well, no, you just have to find what works and do it, and not make it so complicated. So this list, I put it up on the Fearless page. There's a list for part-time and a list for full-time. And they're pretty much the same, except some of the numbers are different. But I'm telling you, the guys, if you just do that list, and that is all I've been doing, is that freaking list every day, what it's telling me to do. And I'm noticing a big difference. And on top of that, and Darlene, this could be really good for you, and Ariane for you as well, for everybody, it boosts your confidence because you're talking to more people. You're listening to your personal development every day. You're saying affirmations every morning, which I always thought were really weird and sometimes still do, but they make you feel good. But you're just doing these things every day, and like you just start to feel good because you're like, these people start reaching out and they start following you, and then you start having conversations and listening to people's stories that have nothing to do with weight loss, but just bring you together like as women and moms. So it's been really, really it's been a game changer. That's all. It's just been a game changer. And I'm telling you, I am working so much less. I'm spending the time doing what I need to be doing. And then the rest of the time I'm spending with my family or my friends or whatever. Like I'm spending a lot less time. And the results are tenfold. So I say, do the list. Just do the damn list. And it's there.
Do the list.
And I will show you very quickly. And then I know Allie was going to talk about some other stuff. So here's the part-time. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here's the part-time list. And here it's broken down every day. These are the 10 things you do every day. You're already working out. You're already drinking your Shaco. You're probably already reading your personal development. So all these things are very simple. And there you go. That's it. So that's part-time, where we just have the numbers are a little bit less. And here's your full-time. And so you'll see some of the numbers are a little bit more. And that's it. I promise you.
Who do you talk to? Like, you just friend random people, or like?
Yeah, yes. But yes. You do, but they're not so random. I mean, if they're friends of friends, if like I have mutual friends with those people, and then
Right.
there's something, yeah, but I don't like for the most part, like I don't just randomly message someone and say, hey, want to join my challenge group? Sometimes I do. Like if they interact with my post with like my fitness post of some sort, then it's okay to talk to them like that because they've already engaged with you somehow. Right. But really it's just talking to, you message people and, for fun from the same town, we have things to talk about, or we probably have the same friends, and you just sort of develop relationships that way. And then you bring up your challenge group somehow. But I would say, at the very least, Elise, go through Coach Basics training. It's all on your own time. There's no pressure. You do it when you can. It's not like in a group or anything. And a lot of stuff is explained in there. And then you and I, if you wanted to, could work one-on-one, and I can just kind of show you what we do on a daily basis so that it doesn't feel so icky and weird, because we're not salespeople ever. Like,
do you guys find it like easy to manage? Like, I work 3 days and then I have 2 small kids, and I feel like, I don't know, sometimes I just feel like I just can't take on anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I don't want to be more stressed.
Well, you have to find, here's the thing, and this is one of the things Allie's going to talk about, is I think there has to be a reason why you would want to do it. You have to have a motivation, and whether that motivation is financial or whether that motivation is that you truly want to inspire people and help people the way that this has helped you. You just need to find that reasoning. For some people, it's like a do or die situation. some people lose a job and they're like, I have to make this work somehow. And so they do. Other people just want to buy groceries every week and not worry about it. And then other people want to live a life of freedom, or buy a house, or sometimes they're huge goals, but sometimes they're just little ones. Like, I just want money to go shopping at Sephora for myself every week, or whatever it is. So, Allie, do you want to just go ahead and take that away, since that's what we were going to talk about next anyway?
Yep. So, we were talking earlier about the 4 steps that we, Lindsay and I, would suggest to you guys if you really want to make this work. If you want to, and this goes for part-time or full-time or whatever time. If you want to, like Lindsay said, start inspiring people, and start bringing in however many dollars, whatever your goal might be. There really are 4 steps. 1 is find your why. And that's a lot easier said than done in many cases. It took me several months to really solidify, why am I becoming a Beachbody coach, and why do I think I might want to make this a business for myself? For me, it is financial. It is still financial. I'm hoping that why goes away and that my why morphs and changes into something else. But why right now for me is to continue to help get my family out of debt and not worry about anything. I'm not saying we need to be rolling in a pile of money with a mansion and multiple cars, but the worry and the stress financially is what I need to not be in my life anymore. And that's a big old gut wrenching why for me. So that's step 1, is figuring out what's driving me. And your why, I don't remember who told us this, but your why should make you cry. It should make you have that pit in your stomach where you're like, this is do or die. Even with something part-time, even with when it comes to our workouts, why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I'm sick of being a size blank, or I'm sick of being afraid to go shopping, or I'm sick of, like, what are you sick and tired of, and why are you choosing to do whatever? So finding your why for a business builder is step 1. Step 2, go through Coach Basics training. Lindsay just mentioned it. I half-assed Coach Basics the first time, and I realized that I was asking Lindsay way too many questions, and she was always like, well, it's in Coach Basics and da-da-da-da-da. Well, maybe if you looked into day 3 of Coach Basics and da-da-da-da-da. And so I was like, damn it, I need to go through Coach Basics training. So I did. I went back and I did it. And don't waste if you're curious at all about this, just go. It wasn't on our own time when we went through it 2 years ago. It was
a lot different.
There was so much more to do, so many more videos to watch, and lots of content to take in.
Hour-long videos.
So much. And now it's just that. It's Coach Basics. It is the bare bones, what you need to know if you are going to start dipping your toes into the coaching pool. And it's enjoyable. Like, it's great information to have. None of it's putting you out. It's good stuff. So that's step 2. Step 3, Lindsay and I came up with today, and we've been hearing it a lot from our upline coaches, is you want to hit Emerald. And Lindsay's going to talk about rank in a minute a little bit further. Is that right, bud?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Emerald is your first rank advancement from coach. And when you're an Emerald coach, that means that you're here in your business and you've got a personally sponsored coach on one of your legs of your business and another personally sponsored coach on the other leg of your business. You have 2 legs. So you're kind of like a head with 2 legs and no arms. And each side of your business is going to grow in volume. And the very first tier that you hit is when you hit Emerald. And that means you're sponsoring one active coach on each side of your business, of your legs. What that does is that means that you start getting customer leads from the company. So in other words, if Joe Schmo, who's never met any of us coaches ever a day in his life, decides, oh, I've been hearing about Insanity or P90X for years and years. It's finally time. It's January. I'm going to go sign up on Team Beachbody, right? He signs up, but he does not sign up under one of us. He is automatically assigned an Emerald or higher coach. And so we get a notification in our business center, in our coach office that says, you've got a new customer lead. And so do any of you know my friend, my coach, Jamie Fox in our challenge groups? Okay. Jamie Fox was one of my customer leads. So her name popped up. Jamie Fox has signed up for whatever it was, bought Beachbody on Demand membership. And I don't know. I don't even think she bought a program. I think she just signed up. And so I reached out to her. This is almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, dude, I'm your assigned Beachbody coach, and I run challenge groups, and I would flip out if you wanted to be in one. If you want more information, let me know. Boom. So basically, Beachbody is handing us, if you're an Emerald or higher, they are handing us free customers, right? And that's a tier you want to hit. That's a big one. So hitting Emerald, it's also the first building block of your business. You start, Lindsay's going to talk about, but you start you start getting bonuses when you're an Emerald. Let's just leave it at that. Yep. You start getting, right. If you hit Emerald, you are eligible to make more money than just commission. You are eligible to make bonuses. Yeah, Kimmy.
Question. Back when we were on Shannon's calls, she had said something though about like, do you have to have like your profile picture and like all these requirements to get leads? Do you still have to do that? Or like I need to like really set up my profile on my Team Beachbody website? Yep. Or like, would there be leads like if I went in and looked?
You need to have all that stuff done.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's really like, that's a 25-minute project, if that. Yeah. It's really quick. It's tedious, but it's easy.
The leads are worth it. Do it.
I totally agree. And then finally, is what Lindsay's just presented to us tonight, which is check off your to-do list. Just check it off every day. We've got pretty simple things to do. And there it is. Kim's got it on her phone.
Yes.
So your 4 steps: find your why. Why are you doing this? What's your motivation? What do you want? What do you want? Go through Coach Basics training. Figure out if it's really the avenue you want to be going. Hit Emerald with one personally sponsored coach on each leg, and then do your daily to-do checkoff list. And your business, you will start to see commission. You will start to see paychecks on Thursdays. Mm-hmm. Bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, the more consistent you are.
It's true.
That's it.
With rank real quick, because we've had a call on rank, but I just, as hitting Emerald, I'm just going to stay with Emerald. The reason why it's so important, like Allie has said, is it's sort of it's the first benchmark. Those customer leads as an Emerald, depending on it also depends on whether you hit Success Club 5 or 10. But when you're Emerald and you get those leads, some of those leads are just people who have just signed up, have a free account on Beachbody. So you're not making any money off of them. You're not making any commission, but you'll reach out to them. That's someone you can reach out to and be like, hey, tell me about why you signed up. Like, what are your goals? I run these groups, blah, blah, blah. But some of them can be Shakeology leads or Beachbody on Demand leads if you hit Success Club 10. So they've bought they purchased Shakeology for $130. Well, guess who got that commission? You do. So that's free money, and you don't even have to work for that. And if they get it on, now you don't get Success Club points for it. I wish we did. But if they get it on Home Direct, that's residual income that you're going to get every month from them. For people that signed on for Beachbody On Demand, every year you get $50 if they renew.
25%.
25%, yeah. So we just got a bunch of new people that all renewed. And so that's all residual income. So hitting Emerald is really that first benchmark. And then not only that, but it's like you have your own little team. You have like your own little girl boss team right there. And it becomes like a really cool little community where you get to cheer each other on and, just go through it all together. And it becomes this where you have hundreds of people that you're now becoming friends with and working with. And it's also cool because they're all you. Like you really attract your people. And I don't know. It's been amazing. So as Ali said, you get cycle bonuses, which we're not going to get into right now because it's a lot. And like I said, there is a call somewhere in our files for that. But as an Emerald, you start receiving bonuses based on what the rest of the team does, not just you, the whole team. That means people under coaches you might not even know. And so you start receiving those bonuses. And like I said, if you want to look up team cycle bonuses, you can do that because it's just too much to get into now. But it ends up being the larger portion of your paycheck, which is really cool because it's all based on what your team does. So commissions, which I don't know, I kind of hate commissions sometimes because it makes me feel salesy, and I don't want to be salesy. But for the most part, once you start working, the team cycle bonus is where the majority of your income is going to come from. So it's pretty cool. So get there. And it's really not hard. When Ali says two personally sponsored coaches, so for me, since the two people that are like right under me in the screen are Ali and Elise. So here's me. There's Ali on my left. Elise is on my right. That makes me Emerald. It's very simple. It could be your friends. I signed up my husband and my cousin. That made me Emerald. So you can pretty much do it in 24 hours.
Yeah. I mean, it's a matter of like with Elise, with you, if your mother, let's pretend your mother decides to try Shakeology and falls in love with it, you sign her up as a coach so she can get the discount, and there's your first personally sponsored coach.
Mm-hmm.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
And your boyfriend on the other leg, and then you can start building his business too.
And don't break up with him.
If he only works out.
I know. I'm always so jealous of those
My
guys.
husband doesn't.
Mine doesn't either. He did like 5 workouts total in 3 years.
Hates it.
So who has questions? Does anybody have questions? Because we're coming up on an hour here. Nope.
Maybe I should know the answer to this, but where do I find the Coach Basic training?
I send you a link. I'll send you a link because it's through a website called Thinkific. I think I'm saying that right. And you'll just make a little account. You'll sign in, and it'll take you right through it. But it's all, you can do it from your phone or the computer.
It's so fun and pretty.
Can you look at it and do a little today and a little tomorrow?
Yep.
Or is it,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yep. I don't even think, actually, I don't think you can go to the next task until you've finished one, but they're very simple. But yeah, and like I said, it's on your own time. But I can send you the link for that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Awesome. I think that's it. Yeah. Actually, one more thing quickly. We have Team Cup coming up. I think registration just opened. I need to recheck my email. Team Cup is where you do a team of four, 4, 5, I don't remember. It's basically, they do these like I think they do them like twice a year. It's usually in February and November. and you just kind of form a little team amongst coaches. And the goal is just to, you know, inspire as many people as, sometimes I hate that word inspire. I wish I could find a different word. You can help as many people as you can to in that month. And, you know, it's all Success Club points and you get little prizes and fun stuff like that. But if you are someone who's interested in building a business, it definitely helps that, because it's pushing you a little bit more and you work as a team to just do it. And it's kind of nice when you can bounce ideas off of people and work together pretty hardcore for a month. So if anybody is wanting to do that, I think who have been diamonds? Allie, myself, there was no other diamonds on our team yet, right? Because we cannot be on the same team. I think there can only be one lifetime diamond per team, I believe.
Yep.
Is what it is. But if any of you guys are interested, I'm going to put a sign up on the Fearless page, and you can put your team on there, and then we can cheer you along as we go. So obviously it's not mandatory. It can be fun. And I always like to tell people it's no stress whatsoever. Like, it's not like you didn't hit Success Club, you suck. It's not that at all. It's just, I know, right? Can you imagine? But shut up.
I was just looking over my shoulder. I was literally just looking over my shoulder, and I was like, is that John Travolta staring at me?
Oh my God, it is. Like, is that like from Grease days? Because that's when I was in love with him.
I literally have been looking at that the whole time you've been talking.
I didn't even notice it back there.
I just noticed it. Well, my children did this yesterday when they like to pretend that they have boyfriends.
They have one. He's at Grandpa Mikey's house right now.
Yes, they do. But I just noticed that John was looking over my shoulder the whole time. I apologize. He's very nosy.
Better than a possum. Better than the possum.
Yep, totally. So much better.
That is so awesome. I love your children so much.
Oh my God.
I love them.
Oh my God.
I know.
All right. Well, great. That was. Did anybody learn anything tonight? I did. Yeah. Yay! Hey. All right. Good.
All right, you guys, rest up because we have day 2 tomorrow. I didn't even look at the calendar. It's upstairs. I don't know what it is. But guys,
something that's 60 minutes again.
It's bootay.
Oh.
I'm going as soon as I drink my Energize. I'm going to do it.
Yes. I like after a little obsessed last week, my butt hurt so bad just after a little obsessed. I can't imagine what this one's going to be tomorrow.
I hate it.
You do not. You do?
I don't hate it. I just don't like knowing that it's an hour.
But they're not all an hour.
I didn't think it felt that long today.
I didn't either.
It didn't.
Except I was going to puke the whole time because I was hungover.
You deserve an hour for yourself, Allie.
I was so hungover.
I what?
You deserve to have an hour for yourself, Allie.
Shut up, Kim.
You can reframe it.
I love it. She's so right. Your kids have school tomorrow?
If you jinx me right now, I swear to you.
Sawyer doesn't for fucking parent-teacher conference. Oh, crap. I'm still recording. I have a potty mouth. Everybody knows that. Don't yell at me. Shush me.
I'm not yelling at you for saying anything. I'm saying if you put it out into the universe, do they have school tomorrow? Then they're not going to have school tomorrow.
My kids already have a half day.
Tomorrow?
Is it snowing?
Why?
Elise, okay, so you know.
I live far from you. Don't worry.
Where are you?
She's in Vermont.
Vermont.
So
Okay.
you'll appreciate this, Elise. They cancel school here in Maryland because it's cold. There's no snow because it's cold. And I was like, I remember standing up on Harwood Hill, like 6 feet of snow, more snow coming down with wet hair and like 10 degrees waiting for the school bus. And you're canceling school because it's 20 degrees? Like,
Well,
what?
in all fairness, they have canceled it a few times here because it was negative 45 with the wind chill.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the coldest ever. But they don't usually do that. You're right.
That's disgusting, negative 45.
So gross.
And cold on and off. But then Friday was 61, which was.
I know, it's been crazy. So crazy. All right, ladies, go rest up. We're
All right, nerds. Love y'all. Thank you for
work with
joining.
Good night, guys.